Welcome to another episode of Real Estate AI Flash. And today is a special one because we have a special guest, Caroline Mitchell from Michael Saunders and Company from Jimmy Burgess Country, your state, Sarasota, Florida. And she is a relatively new agent in the business, but she's doing some cool things with AI that we want to dive into with her, get to know her a little bit. And so welcome to Real Estate AI Flash, Caroline.
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm super excited to get into this, and I'm excited. Hopefully, some of the stuff that I say will resonate with any of you listeners and will hopefully help you grow your business. And if you're looking to do stuff on social media, I think I have some good tips for you guys. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Caroline. Before we came on, we were talking about this. Is obviously you are where things are headed, and so that's why this is going to be great because you haven't always been there. Can you talk a little bit about how you got started with AI in particular, and then social media as well?
okay, I feel like honestly reverse for me, because I have started using AI more, but I got into social media, I would say first. So kind of to backtrack, I love to talk, so I'll try not to go too into depth. But I was just kind of feeling stuck, like, how am I going to get these leads? And honestly, my first few closings were all just friends of families. So it's like, oh, this is nothing. Like, oh, we have a friend who's buying, family member. That was easy. And then I kind of hit like 6 months and I was like, shit, I don't really have anyone. So I I did take some courses. You can look her up. If any of you are agents listening, at Amy Gregory. And so I took a 4-week intensive, like it's called the Social Realtor. I wanted to learn, how are these people getting leads from Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all of the things. So I decided to invest in myself. I will tell you right now, it's not a cheap course. There's multiple courses out there now. I've also worked with Sarah Roy, and a couple others. So every single thing that I've taken, though, has taken me to the next level. And through these courses, I was able to learn the types of hooks you're using, which is the screen, like the little sentence that you have on your reel. Why you should be using 4 to 7 second reels, which I thought was so interesting because I thought, oh, they're just posting these easy lifestyle ones of them literally doing the dishes. And it's funny enough that those are the ones that do best, because when you're posting some long one, people click right past it. So I got started with doing more so real estate reels, and then I kind of shifted into more of it lifestyle content, and that seems to do the best. People love it. They love seeing the beach lifestyle, the Florida lifestyle. And then from there, I started to really add in AI into helping me with my captions, because if you look on my page, you'll see my captions are super lengthy, and that's for a reason. That's something I learned within my course, was to write long captions, because the goal of it is that it's people are reading the captions and your reel is replaying in the background, and it's a 4 to 7 second one. So I started to use ChatGPT specifically, and that's really helped me with my captions, just because they are so lengthy. And honestly, I don't know if people really read them, but it helps with the engagement. So using that to get a really good start on it. And then obviously I always copy and paste them into my notes and then go back, change a bunch of stuff for a little bit. I mean, sometimes ChatGPT does a great job, but I always want it to be personable. And as well, something I do with my reels. So you always want to have 4 to 7 seconds. I would say at least under 10, your hook, a long caption, always trending audio, which, if you're not familiar with that, it's the upward arrow, and you always want to do that. Try to get under 5,000 uses, and with the original having over 1 million. And then you always want to have a lead magnet, which is when somebody will put comment, quote, and put a keyword there. Like I'll do comment beach, and I'll send you my relocation guide, which I think we're going to dive into lead magnets
Yeah.
later on. So that's kind of a little glimpse. I probably talked too much,
No,
but
All
no,
good. All good.
this is great. I would love to hear like what an example of that prompt is that you asked for when you're talking about getting those descriptions for those videos. What is that? What is a, I mean, it doesn't have to be exact, but just get them an idea of somebody how they could do one of those.
like one of my ones that is performing extremely well right now is funny. It was just And also the ones that perform the best are the ones that you were not going to even post, at least for me.
Yeah.
So there's a couple, and one was of seeing if you guys saw like the dolphins swimming. I was like, oh, this is kind of a not great video because I was zooming in and out. So I typed into ChatGPT, help me write. Wait, I didn't say help because I'm super bossy with ChatGPT. I've learned that you're supposed to tell them what to do and what you want to get the best result. So I put in, write a detailed Instagram caption for me with the topic being related to seeing dolphins swim regularly in the Sarasota, Florida area. And then it comes out and it has it all bullet pointed or paragraphs, and that's where I'll go in. I normally reformat it, add some of my own stuff in, take some stuff out, but I found it to save a good 20 to 30 minutes, honestly, because sounds crazy, but some of these reels will take up to an hour just by the time you film something, come up with this whole new subject, like trying to think of something new every day, a long detailed caption. So that's kind of the type of prompt that I would put in there. Or a lot of them are about the Sarasota lifestyle. And so I'll just be like, tell me 5 great things about Sarasota lifestyle. And it'll literally give you 5. And let's say if I hate 2 of them, give me 2 more and kind of go from there.
Hey, let me ask one other thing, Raji, while we're here on this particular part. You mentioned trending music. When you're using trending music and you pull up and it says, do you punch in something that is related to like whatever the subject is, or are you just punching something in particular, or just clicking on the trending portion?
So what I do, and this is kind of what I've learned with trial and error. So this is just what works best for me. I go to my explore part of
Mhm.
Instagram on the reel. So it's like, I think it's the 4th button from the right. And I just scroll through my explore, which sometimes you can get sidetracked, but with that, I'll be like, oh, if that sounds good, then I always click on it, see if it has enough uses. Or see if it's under the amount, and then I'll save that and put that on. But I normally choose my video first, so then I know the kind of audio I want to go with it. And sometimes I'll be looking on there, I mean, for a while, if there's nothing I really like, because I'm always doing under 5,000 uses. So, but the best way for
Always.
me is to go through the explore page.
Okay, so you're doing that research, and then you're just clicking the save button where you've got those. So then when you come in to add the audio, you click on saved, and it just gives you that list, and then you choose from there. Okay, great. All right, super helpful. All right.
I wanted to dive in. I know Caroline, you're big on Reels. So let's kind of dig into Reels and offering an item of value content-wise towards lead generation and lead magnet. Like you talked a little bit about in our conversation about ManyChat. So take us through a process of maybe a recent thing you did that generated leads so agents listening to this can actually go ahead and execute with the process you've come up with for yourself.
Okay. So the way that I have a Stan Store set up, if you guys aren't familiar with that listening, it's hard to explain it honestly until you look it up. I think right now in my bio, though, I do have a Captivation Hub link, which they're really similar things. I just have both right now, but I only want to have one link up. End of the week, I need to finish fixing that. But anyway, so that's where I store all my lead magnets. So that link is in my bio, and someone can click on that and it can be like, take me my Sarasota relocation guide, or I have another guide on there that's another lead magnet, 20 questions to ask a realtor before hiring them. And the way that they can get those guides, they're both for free, is through putting in their email. So now they are, but I kind of feel like I'm going off of your question that you
No, it's
asked.
okay. I think it's on the same realm. I mean, you're gathering emails, you're capturing them,
Okay.
offering an item of value, etc.
So, well, let me backtrack for a second. So the real process, and then I'll go back into finishing the lead magnet because that kind of goes at the end of it. I'm constantly filming, like literally all the time, because I never know what will be good. So I do a ton of B-roll, which is really just, I will set up my ring light in our kitchen when I'm cooking or cleaning. Or if I'm setting up for an open house, I'll always have B-roll going, just because you never know when you're gonna need like a 5-second clip to grab. And I found that so much more beneficial, because in the beginning of this, I would film a new video every single day. And I was like, this is so exhausting to get everything out. And some days, I mean, you work from home and you don't get fully ready. So I have a stack full of videos. And every single time we're out doing something, whether we're boating or at the beach walking, whatever it is, I'm constantly filming. And then I just keep them all in an album on my phone. So from there, when I'm going to film, or when I'm going to make my reel, I typically already have it filmed. Pick one of those. I also have, which sounds a little crazy for Instagram, but I have an entire spreadsheet of Instagram captions, topics, anything that I've liked previously. Like I do reuse I would say someone who is an expert told me if it's been plus 3 months, it's okay to reuse it. So if I want to reuse a caption, I will change up the hook, like the wording on the screen, just to make it a little bit different. And then I still change it a little bit. But so from there, I choose my video, typically go into my spreadsheet unless I have something that comes to mind. But if I'm not feeling creative, it's all labeled. So if you want to aim for talking to a buyer, aim to talking to an agent, seller, both, that's all in there. Then I'll choose a hook if I have one, or at least the least that the spreadsheet does for me is gets me like creative and gets me thinking. From there, then I'll add that on with my audio, which I kind of already went over the audio. And I kind of went over the caption as well. So then going back into the lead magnet, you always want to have comment the keyword and I'll send you this, because connecting that to ManyChat. And do you want me to explain ManyChat at all?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yeah,
I mean,
briefly,
obviously we've talked about it before, but please, yeah.
Okay. So ManyChat, which actually I think is a steal. I hope that ManyChat never hears this, because it's $15 a month. And it automatically, so I mean, some of my keywords, it could be Sarasota, beach, home, like make it related to what you're doing. When I did the one of the dolphins, it was comment dolphin, and I'll send you my Florida Gulf Coast relocation guide. So someone comments on that, and within 2 seconds, my ManyChat is automated so that it automatically replies to the comment, done, link in your DMs. And then that person who had commented on it already has the link to access the relocation guide in their DMs. And the way I didn't use ManyChat for the first couple of months, because it's like, I'm spending so much money on other stuff. And I just like the automated emails, the SandStore, Captivation Hub. So I just was doing it myself. And I found that I lost a lot of people's interest, because if someone were to comment beach and I'm asleep and I reply 8 hours later, honestly, they probably moved on to someone else and another realtor, because people want stuff now. They do not want to wait. So, I mean, it's $15 a month. I can't recommend it enough. And then it's going directly to them. They have it right away. And make sure also that you're not putting the guide in your prompt on ManyChat, because then you're not going to capture their email. If the guide goes directly to their DM, they don't have it. So the way that mine's set up is it's super, super easy to use. And honestly, anyone listening to this, I would be more than happy to help you set it up if you have questions. But you would just go in, create an account, link it to your Instagram and or Facebook, and then set up you just connect it to each reel, and you can clone them, which is really nice. So every time I post a reel, I get on there, clone it, and then you put in I want the keyword, and you can have up to 3 responses. And so it looks like it's me replying, and then it goes directly to their DM. So from there, now I've got them, they're following me, they're on my automated email list, they're in my DMs. I have about 10 emails set up that now they're automatically on that. And that was just for me posting a reel. Like I didn't have to go in there, DM them myself, reply to their comment, send it to them. Everything is integrated so well that one word that they commented, they're getting a DM, an email, and now they're on your database and in your CRM. So
That's great.
cool.
Let's talk a little bit about that, because obviously, are there any particular types of these lead magnets that work better for you? Because I mean, we got agents that are listening, they're thinking, okay, well, I've got a relocation guide, or have you done anything with like coming soon listings, or anything with, whatever, anything in particular that's been a very, very good lead magnet that other agents might replicate?
Honestly, to be completely transparent, I'm working on a few more lead magnets that when I had a call with, her name is Sarah Roy, which I had said, if you guys want to look her up, because she's a great follow and I've learned a ton from her. And she did tell me straight up, I need more lead magnets because I only have a couple in there. And so far, the one that does the best is the relocation guide. I mean, everyone that I've gotten through Instagram pretty much is relocating. So it's great for them. But I do have a few more I'm working on. One of them is a Sarasota food and drink guide. I think people will benefit from that. And then just a couple others. And I need to have more. She has one, I think, about new construction, which is really great. She's really niched down on that. And it's like a new construction guidelines, something along those lines. There's so many different ones to make. It can be about a specific neighborhood. If you're like honed in and farming an area, I would say to make a full guide about that. I really do need to step up my game on my lead magnets because the relocation one has been working so well. But I do know I need to have more on there and more options for people. So
Yeah, Caroline, just if other agents are wondering, some of the things that we've seen have been really strong, have been, the 3 most popular neighborhoods in a certain area. Like you said, the actual neighborhood information. List of off-market properties has been really strong for us. You mentioned new construction. Basically, want to be a part of, want to know the houses before they hit the market kind of thing with new construction. Those have all been really good lead magnets that we've been utilizing with some of our agents, as well as utilizing ManyChat. And just to kind of expand on that, one of the things that's been great for us is that we're seeing almost as collateral positive things happening is that obviously the engagement breeds more engagement, which breeds more of what we're seeing of it being able to reach outside of our existing networks. The other thing is with the DMs is it's a more personalized interaction, and all of a sudden we're finding those that we reach out to in the DMs, we're actually seeing more of their content, and we're assuming obviously that's happening on the other end also. So it's breeding opportunities for us, not just on just the lead magnet capture. It's actually where the CRM, the new CRM, so to speak, is your social media, because it's where you're staying in front of people. So, so really good stuff. Anything else as far as like creative ways you're using AI right now, or anything you're doing in your business besides social media with it?
give me a second. I mean, I do have other ways to get leads and to get clients, but as far as AI goes, really the main way that I'm using it is all on social media because
Right.
I see the benefit in it, and I don't do sponsored ads. I have nothing against them. I honestly would love to do them, but I'm just trying to organically grow right now. So the fact that social media, we all know, is a free platform. Yeah, you have your ManyChat and your automated emails and the Stand Store, which all adds up to close to $100 a month. But if you can get leads through that, I mean, it's really nothing. Like at the end of the day, as opposed to sending postcards all day, like ChatGPT is free, Instagram's free, $100 to keep and that's your CRM as well. And that's all in one. So yeah.
You know what? The other thing I've noticed, Caroline, with some of the agents that have embraced ManyChat, Jimmy and I, we've talked about ManyChat earlier in a few earlier episodes also, is building on the relocation guide that you talked about. Top 5 things you need to do visiting Sarasota, Florida.
That would be
like
great.
5-10 things, top restaurants to eat at. You talked about the food and drink guide. That seems to be doing well. The other question I would have for you is, I mean, AI is really early. I saw a stat the other day, Jimmy, Caroline, said it's still under 10% of people that are using ChatGPT regularly.
Yeah.
We live and breathe this stuff every day, but it is like 90% of the world is not clued in yet. And I think we're still early in the learning process, even with realtors. Where do you see AI going in the next few years and its impact on real estate, Caroline?
Honestly, I see it a little scary in a sense because it really is taking over. It's like, who is writing this? But I see it only growing, and I'm really, really happy that I did take the leap and I've invested in myself to learn all of this amazing tools, because it's only going to get better from here. More and more people, in my opinion, are going to start using it more and more. So I see the benefit of hopping on it now, learning all the tips and tricks and tools before the next newest things come out. And you're already ahead of the game with everyone. I mean, the amount of time it really has saved me, like from writing these lengthy captions, is amazing. And it's not even that. I feel like sometimes people get nervous to use AI because they're like, well, it's not coming from me, or they could sound stupid, but then change it to make it come from you. I mean, it's not like you have to copy and paste that exact thing. So I see it, I mean, and I think you guys are the same. You see it really only growing more and more and more people using it because it's really only a benefit. It's not going
Yeah.
anywhere. So
Absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
Caroline, this has been good stuff. I know that some agents got some great information out of this. They can take this and apply it immediately. Hey, listen, if somebody's got a referral to send down to Sarasota Way, how is the best way for them to get in touch with you?
Either email, which is carolinemitchell@michaelsaunders.com, or my Instagram. I'm super fast to reply on there, which is at the Caroline Mitchell. So
Good
it's
stuff.
simple. Yeah, I would love to be in touch with anyone, and as well as any realtors listening. I mean, don't feel like you have to follow me, but if you have a question about this and you maybe want to get your mini chat set up or get your stand store set up, DM me and I can totally hop on a call with you. I don't mind that at all. And I would love to help anyone else out. So
Yeah, we'll add it in the show notes as well, your contact info. That'd be great.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is another example of we are, as a real estate community, stronger together. So, Caroline, thank you for your time. Reach out to Caroline, let her know how much you appreciate this. We'll talk to you guys soon.
thanks, guys.